Reverend Dr. William Barber II, a prominent pastor, activist, and moral leader, was arrested on April 28, 2025, while praying inside the U.S. Capitol Rotunda. Known for his lifelong dedication to civil rights, economic justice, and moral advocacy, Reverend Barber is the founder of the Poor People's Campaign and leader of the Moral Monday movement, a series of nonviolent protests that began in North Carolina and have grown into a national force for justice. On this day, Barber, along with Reverend Jonathan Wilson-Hartgrove and Steve Swayne, entered the Rotunda after delivering a powerful moral message outside the Supreme Court. Their focus: protesting the GOP-led federal budget cuts that threaten social safety net programs like Medicaid, public education, and food assistance, programs that serve millions of poor, low-income, and working-class Americans. Inside the Rotunda, they began to pray, at first silently, and then aloud. It was then that U.S. Capitol Police moved in. Despite the peaceful nature of the prayer, officers issued multiple warnings and ultimately arrested the 3 men on charges of crowding, obstructing, and incommoding. Demonstrating in any form, be it praying, kneeling, chanting, or singing, is considered a violation of Capitol rules unless pre-approved. The arrest drew sharp criticism from faith leaders and civil rights advocates who noted the hypocrisy in how religious expression is selectively tolerated. Critics pointed to a 2023 worship event led by far-right musician Sean Feucht in the very same Rotunda, attended by Rep. Lauren Boebert, where no arrests were made, highlighting a double standard in enforcement. The protest came just days after the Trump administration launched a task force on anti-Christian bias, which critics say only protects Christians aligned with the administration's ideology. Reverend Barber, however, represents a different tradition of Christian faith, one rooted in justice, equity, and care for the vulnerable. Despite having a chronic illness that affects his mobility, Barber remained steadfast, stating, "To think that we went in to pray against the budget, but to pray nonetheless. And the order now is that, evidently, if you pray, you are seen as violating the rules of the Rotunda." He added, "What we hope is that folks will see this, and it will begin to remove some of the fear. This is the time, now, that we must engage in nonviolent direct action." This was not a one-time protest. Barber confirmed it marks the beginning of a new wave of Moral Monday actions in Washington, D.C., calling on faith leaders, impacted individuals, and everyday Americans to stand against what he calls a conspiracy of cruelty in government budget decisions. As always, Barber emphasized that this movement is not about getting arrested, but about arresting the conscience of the nation. Just as Jesus turned over the tables of the money changers, so we have to be willing to put our bodies on the line, he said. Thanks for watching till the end. Subscribe for more updates on social justice, politics, and faith in action.